More women making waves here at the 2021 Team Women WaveMaker Awards, and another finalist from our uncharted territory, Miss Celisia Stanton. Hello.
Hello.
Celisia, who'd you bring with you?
I brought my mom.
Hello.
Hello.
I saw you walking around doing the proud mom thing
Yeah.
with the camera.
Of course, of course.
So I'm sure that this is not the first time she's been proud of you, because you have been in this uncharted territory for a while.
Yeah, a little bit. She's definitely my #1 fan for sure. Yeah, and I have a photography business, and then I also host a podcast called Truer Crime, which it really seeks to look at the systemic factors that lead to crime in our communities and how we can alleviate these issues.
So much of what you are doing in that uncharted territory are things that seem to be something you're very passionate about.
For sure, yeah, definitely. After the uprising, after the murder of George Floyd, I found myself kind of posting a lot more about racial justice, anti-racism, all of that, and that really kind of set me up for starting my podcast. I actually was the victim of financial crime in 2020, in the fall of 2020, and that really created an opportunity where I was both experiencing the world as somebody who had my political views, somebody who believed in racial justice, who found so many flaws with the criminal justice system, and then also at the same time was experiencing the criminal justice system as a crime victim. So it really set up for what I ended up creating, which was True Crime Podcast.
Celisia, one of the things that you shared when you were on stage tonight accepting your award was talking about how people tell you, well, don't showcase who you are and your your political beliefs and what it is that's important to you. And you've moved past that. How was that transition for you?
Yeah, I mean, it was weird. I think I got to a breaking point kind of where I was sort of in my personal life and even, sort of just anyone who knew me in the real world kind of knew where I stood on certain things, that I was very outspoken. I coach high school debate. I did debate when I was in high school, so I've been a part of that community for a really long time. So I've always been a very outspoken person, but once I started my photography business, folks were always kind of don't mix business and politics. That's not safe to do. So I kind of hit a point once after the uprising and the murder of George Floyd where it was I just am going to speak openly about these things and take it or leave it, and I found a lot of folks were very aligned with that, and it really honestly really helped propel me on all the opportunities that I move forward with.
So were you familiar with Team Women before you were nominated for tonight's event?
I was familiar with Team Women. I've been to past WaveMaker events, and my mom is actually involved with Team Women as well. She's on the board, so yeah, definitely.
Well, we would love to continue to follow you and amplify both your podcast and your photography business. So where do we find you?
Yeah, so you can find me primarily on Instagram at Celisia Stanton, Celisia Stanton, and then also you can find me on Facebook and TikTok, same handles, or you can find me on TikTok at Truer Crime Pod, and then I have a website, CelisiaStanton.com or TruerCrimePodcast.com. You can find Truer Crime Podcast on all podcast streaming platforms as well.
Wonderful. I can't wait because I'm dabbling in that as well. So I'm glad to have another thing to like and subscribe. So I am honored to speak with you. Thank you very much. Thank you for bringing her into this world and in helping her flourish. So thank you to both of you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And thank you to everybody out there. It's the 2021 Team Women WaveMaker Awards.